From the Mesilla Valley and Las Cruces to El Paso and the borderland, this is ABC 7 at 5.
Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us for ABC 7 at 5. I'm Paul Seacala.
And I'm Marcel Clark. Let's head to ABC 7 Extra. On the El Paso Independent School District facing a $31 million budget deficit and an unknown future for its superintendent after a contentious 5-hour meeting last night. ABC 7's Lauren Bly is live with what comes next.
Paul, Marcel, I spoke to District 7 Board Trustee member Daniel Cole. He says he hopes to see a balanced budget and raised academic standards, but at this point expects more dysfunction. EPISD Superintendent Diana Saavedra's contract isn't up until 2029, but Board President Leah Hanani, with a new board majority this month, called for a review of her job. But in last night's special board meeting, Cole accused Board President Leah Hanani of trying to hire her previous employer at that time, Superintendent of Marlin ISD Daryl Henson, without disclosing her relation to the candidate. Trustee Cole then went against a non-disclosure agreement from Saavedra's hiring process in 2021. He told me his speaking out makes him a whistleblower, and his attorney advised him that he's within his rights to step out of the NDA.
Because there was misrepresentation and a clear conflict of interest as part of, that superintendent search process, which legally negates the NDA. I think that there's other trustees that were there at that time that will corroborate what I've said, and how Leah Hanani demonstrated a breathtaking breach of public trust when she tried to hire her boss to lead EPISD, and she concealed that fact.
And Board President Leah Hanani released this statement to ABC 7 today. Trustee Daniel Cole's assertion is categorically and emphatically untrue. The board cannot comment on personnel matters. And last night, the board also voted 4-2 with new board member Mindy Sutton abstaining to contract an outside law firm for legal services for a new superintendent search. Cole also objected to that because he said they didn't follow the normal procurement process. I'll have more on what he says is the connection between that law firm and Board President Hanani on ABC 7 at 6. Reporting for now live in studio, Lauren Bly, ABC 7.
Thank you, Lauren. Yesterday's vote comes after changes to the school board and revisiting previous decisions. Board of Trustee elections were held on May 3rd, which resulted in changes to the board makeup. Then on May 20th, the new board voted to keep Lamar Elementary open. On May 23rd, EPISD released the meeting agenda with a discussion of superintendent duties and employment status. Yesterday, EPISD held the special meeting, resulting in no action on the superintendent's future, but they did vote to contract with a law firm for legal services regarding her contract.
Well, dozens of community members spoke in favor of keeping the current EPISD superintendent. ABC 7's Paul Schultz spoke to one El Pasoan about why he felt it was important to voice his opinion.
Yeah, Marcel, I spoke to Sam Armijo, who was born and raised here in El Paso and has been involved in local politics over the past few years, but he told me until yesterday he hadn't been to a local school board meeting.
I wasn't really involved in the school system, but I could see from the outside that what was going on was just fundamentally unjust.
Sam Armijo said he had a great experience attending El Paso's schools growing up and wants the next generation of students to feel the same. He started paying closer attention to EPISD after the board reversed its decision to close Lamar Elementary School.
That's a bad decision no matter how you do it. And then to add fuel to the fire, to then attack the superintendent who's trying to do the right thing.
Armijo says he's concerned the board is making decisions based on politics rather than what's best for the whole district.
When organizations fail, they fail from the top. They don't fail from the bottom. You'll get some person with a big ego who decides they're going to change everything and improve everything. And of course, they fail, and the organization suffers.
El Paso American Federation of Teachers President Ross Moore was also pleased with the community turnout.
I don't want to sound overdramatic. That's democracy in action. This was the people coming up, petitioning their government.
Now we'll hear more from Mr. Moore coming up on ABC 7 at 6, including what he hopes will come next in future board meetings. For now, reporting live in the studio, Paul Schultz, ABC 7.